later. For now,
You
let us
fool.
proceed with more important work.
Let's get this show on the road. The book's right in front of us. Let's not just stand here.
Well, at least I'll be able to go and record the epic moments.
No, there's no point in letting it start with now. Abigail?
Yes.
Majestic,
You're
but
pretty.
fragile. Vast, yet vulnerable.
Jacob's a
This
pretty
domain
girl.
both amazes and sickens me.
She means that she has never seen such an extravagant mirage before, and even she is enthralled by it.
You know what time it is, Abigail? Jacob. Time to abuse the system.
Ah.
There's a castle here, but some parts seem to be
Wait,
missing.
what do you mean same?
Official? Is this yours?
I'm kind of curious on that.
Allow me a moment to reminisce.
Mein Fräulein, you may recall that this is the toy castle you
Ah,
accidentally
okay.
destroyed in a moment of deep distress.
Oz, don't say it out loud. I suddenly recollect that 2 pieces are currently missing from my royal domain.
So we have to find 2 missing pieces.
Smoke amid a downpour of the dragon's blood. She said, "May my people be freed from the shackles of ancient decrees."
Such wise and compassionate words could only come from your own writing, Mein Fräulein.
Yet this kingdom appears to be anything but what I've described. The shadows lurking behind the scenes are disconcerting.
Prinzessin Fischl again continued her song, and the
Stabilize! Who wants some of this?
Well, that made just died. Probably a horrible and agonizing death.
Now I must train.
Why must you train?
Attaboy!
So I can become a great thief and assassin.
Nerd.
Yes, Abigail, I am a nerd. You know you do the nerds like me? What? You fucked the button.
No.
Oh, I didn't quick save. Oh, I did. What? Oh.
Thank God my experience with freaking Nabedo makes the dealing with the Ito really easy for me.
Can't catch me.
You might want to save after
Yeah.
actually it seems. I think F5 is save, quick save.
I want to tag him. Jacob. Wait, didn't they have a bow on them?
I think you already took it.
No, I took the dagger.
Well, that's a bow you can't probably just take. Oh, it's on the back, I see. You probably have to kill him for that.
Can't catch me.
I was about to say, Asva's killed enemies for worse.
I killed someone with the Klondike bar once.
Let's roll.
Give me your
Did it
potions.
taste good?
Well, there's a lot of blood on it, so it tells you it's really irony.
At least you can't say you have an iron deficiency.
I do.
It's true.
Yay.
Don't worry, Abigail. I'll be your iron.
I've always
Harder
had
than
iron
rock.
issues.
I'll be your iron, Abigail, because I'm harder than rock.
And Abigail, that actually makes me feel a lot less guilty for making the iron-heavy foods that I do when you guys are here.
That's why my eyes are actually dark. Also, how how just I am, like how my body structured, my skull is structured. No, but it's actually his iron issue also. Dark. Whenever did go doctors, they says, "Oh, iron, 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 iron." Of course, I had to start eating meat again because I was iron issues. Where I was actually getting close to fainting,
Can't catch me.
getting dizzy.
I'll catch you, Abigail.
So basically, you're doomed to be eating meat because of the fact...
No, I can later on replace, like, eat more. I was not smart. I was a vegetarian for like 2 years, 2 or 3 years, and pretty much I was eating up iron type foods.
Ah, so you weren't eating any vegetables that were iron-rich.
Or started, or, yeah, you get the point.
Wait, I thought tofu had a decent amount of iron.
I didn't eat tofu back in the day.
Oh.
You derp.
I pretty much went like 6 months without really eating a lot of like beans or anything with protein around. So yeah, I started getting close to like, I was getting dizzy, close to being old, like, yeah.
I want to steal all 3 of those without, you know.
Yeah.
Solidify.
Well, that hilly trail just fell into the abyss.
There we go.
Oh, I thought that was someone beside you. But that's a wall, and I thought that was a person with the pellets hanging. The rabbits, I think they're rabbits.
Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Look, I got this neat new dagger.
You're not even Elvin.
Osmanthus
Is
wine
that person
tastes the
Elvin?
same as I remember.
No.
No,
that's
she's
weird.
she's
Where are
human.
those who share the memory?
Where's my head for a little bit?
Don't rush.
My back.
Okay. I got a neat little dagger I can use to stab the butts. Doge.
Order guide you. Solidified. I will have order. Let's roll. Oni coming through. Attaboy. Gather. Let's roll. Can't catch me.
Oh, look at me.
Oh, Lord. The anorexic assassin?
It's supposed to be her outfit, but she wasn't wearing it for some reason. There we go.
Wait, say again?
Attaboy.
Whoops. Okay.
Can't catch me.
Oh, hello. I did not even see this over here. Just need one more shell.
catch me.
When the people worshipped her, she replied, "Celebrate me by staging a play in the wilderness. Bow down to me and bring me beautiful dreams in return for everlasting glory within the eternal darkness."
Oh, there's actually an old mod that I used to have on mine that you might actually find funny.
What was that?
It was a lockpicking mod that basically enables that every single time you break a lockpick, you hear the Waterboy from the movie Waterboy going and screaming, "You blew it!"
Can't catch me.
Also, remember, I also at one point had a mod that made the basic dragons look and sound like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Let's roll. Who
God.
wants some of this?
Yes.
That's funny.
I
Where is this dead?
did a lot of weird shit with Skyrim, I'll put it that way.
Well, you are weird.
Fair point.
Currently, I'm just looking
She
for a
picked
deceased
up
wood elf
mere
that has something I
stones
need.
to carve out mountains and oceans before bestowing upon her people castles and towns. My magnificent kingdom is a small and forbidden paradise.
That sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Okay.
Ah, help me!
Paimon had a feeling he'd show up. Again?
Please don't say that. I can assure you that this will definitely be the last time.
Okay. There we go. Fine.
Fella, if you want to survive and thrive, you should be more careful next time.
A successful journey requires perseverance, courage, as well as a keen sense of danger. You have the first two, but in the future, please strive to be more vigilant.
I shall remember your words for the rest of my life. But it is time to say our final goodbye. You may not have noticed, but the weather has improved, and the sea has become pleasant and calm. We have awaited this day for a long time. You may be amazed that someone as reckless as me could become an actor, but please believe me when I say it's not by chance. Every Noct Raven is looking for a way to contribute to the world. We just want to find our place, our destiny. We were born to seek the roles that fate has assigned us to play. You may not be aware that Hymn of the Holy Land is also a book of prophecies.
Prophecy? But Paimon thought it was a sacred scripture.
Yes, it is. Hundreds of years ago, the Immernacht Reich was engulfed by a menacing shadow. But our ruler stood by and did nothing, as if she had lost interest in ruling the kingdom. Soon after, Oz, the great secretaire, appeared among us. He brought us the sacred scriptures and a most encouraging prophecy. That prophecy is just as it's described in the book, and predicts a blessed future for the Immernacht Reich. As a result, we became convinced that the gloomy skies would eventually clear, and we have been eagerly awaiting for that blessed day. The Soteria, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung. She will eventually remember the paradise of the Immernachtreich. And on that day, we will devote to her the plays that were promised in the prophecy. That is why I have stepped forward to take on the role of a warrior. I'd do whatever it takes to prove my devotion to her.
I'm back.
Your Highness!
Welcome back.
I gotta Google something.
Also, Mike, you remember the 2.5 things for the day?
When we rescued you for some
2.5.
The half part is the
My
gym, but you don't
citizen,
have to, but that's
my
up to
will is
you.
strong enough to sunder the
One's the
wicked
cleaning.
dragon's wings.
Hmm?
I shall now receive thy blessing.
I'm gonna do the cleaning soon.
It is my
Okay. And then the
utmost
things we
honor.
need to talk about today.
Thou hast done well.
Alright.
'Tis almost most evident that thou dost
So
possess the
buggers that
virtues of
just
a knight.
no, that's
Go,
particle.
take thy position, and wait for the performance
I
to begin.
feel a lot better.
We commend your unfaltering loyalty to Her Highness.
I need that little nap.
Her Highness will now
Like
lead her
12-minute nap, I
retainers
need
into
it.
battle
Feel
against
great.
the
Oh
shadow
yeah,
that
Abigail, do you
plagues
remember the movie The
Immernachtreich.
Water Boy?
Thank you, Your
Yeah.
Highness.
I told Asva about a very funny mod
In
that,
that case,
exists
I will take my
on
leave.
both the
Oh,
old
by the
and
way,
the new
Please keep in
Skyrim.
mind that the password for the gate ahead
What's
is
that?
Zian, mein Sommer
Where
Nacht
if you are doing lock picking and you break a lock pick, you hear the water boy screaming, "You blew it!"
Single one of my
Yeah,
lords and ladies who
their
understood
net
my precepts.
overused that
Fools.
mod.
What main
Why was
Fräulein
I-
means
oh, hey,
to
we-
say
I
is
installed
that
100
you're
mods on
all
Skyrim, and yeah,
rather
that's one of them.
stupid.
Yeah, you didn't need to
You
translate
only
that.
name the ones that are like very popular that everyone's used.
I suppose this is the
When you mention a
important
mod, it's like a
business
lot of
Her
people that's like
Highness
it's
warned
like
us about
all
earlier.
those people use.
Let's get this over with.
Maybe you're a fake Skyrim modder. Ooh.
Wait,
You ever
What is
hear
it?
the one where
What's
the dragons become Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yes.
Did you also hear about the one where Shadowmare becomes My Little Pony?
I don't know who it is,
There
but
you
I
are.
have seen My Little Pony through the game before.
There you are, you son of a bitch.
And also where you can go and change Shadowmare
Zion,
into,
mein Sommer
god
Nachtgarten.
damn it, what was it again? Oh yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine.
The Dragon Start, yes.
No, you can also turn the horse you get into Thomas the Tank.
Let's go and close it.
I probably
Let's
have
hope we
seen
won't get
that one point.
transported to another
Which that's
city
easy to
places.
implement if there's already one there, like the dragon.
And there are hundreds and
Library.
hundreds of Bleach
Why are we
mods.
inside a library? You must be the arch nemesis I've been looking for. The useless and cowardly so-called Prinzessin. How laughable. What gives you the impression that you can defeat me? You should know over the past few days, I've seen all of your fear and trepidation.
Why is there another you? Is it a shadow?
Shadow.
Oh, this is the house mod?
Yes. I
Yep.
suppose that
This is the
probably
ghost one?
describes our connection aptly.
No, this
enough.
is the hermit's hideout.
So have you come to surrender to me, little Amy?
I can already tell I'm not gonna like this new personnel. They're not
that
very
raven
dependent
over
of
there.
calling you back,
You
like
must be
calling
Oz?
or answering their phone.
Excellent. I have been waiting for you for a long time. I heard that a great secretary named Oz brought the hymn of the Holy Land into the Immernachtreich. I suppose that was you?
At your service, main Fräulein.
Why did you call her main Fräulein?
As you can see, that's also main Fräulein over there. And if she is main Fräulein, then does that not make her my master?
Seems logical enough.
I might as well inform you that the Immernachtreich is a place with no way
Okay,
out.
I know where I'm going.
Now that you've made it here, I shall crush you and make you my servant.
Cause Abigail
As
is
for
a
Oz,
quail.
despite bringing over that hideous
Shake
book
up
of
tongue,
prophecies
gonna slit your
and
throat,
causing
gonna
the
stab your
foolish
butt.
citizens to fall to their knees worshipping that piece of nonsense, Why don't you come over to my side? After all, Fischl is destined to team up with Oz.
Main Fräulein flatters me. I see no reason to refuse.
Oz? Where do you think you're going?
He's actually going over to the other side. Fischl, haven't you taught your raven anything about loyalty?
Oh, this is not the time to discuss my shortcomings! Have you been bewitched, Oz? Why should you trust that she's telling the truth? Is not the Immonok-Reich a sacred land of liberty and theater? You are gravely mistaken if you presume the Immonok-Reich to be some kind of amusement park. Listen closely. It is a tomb for those who cannot face reality. You will be buried here, and I will take Oz, the product of our imagination, and live forever in the royal castle. A tomb? You of all people should know about this. Why does it always rain in the Immonok-Reich? Why isn't there any music in this so-called paradise? Because of you! It's all because of you! How pathetic. No, dearest Amy, you, not I, are the one responsible for all of this. You dreamed up a vast kingdom, but you can't bear its weight. Swayed by fear, you can't face the very world you've created. You may try to avoid it, but the fact is, you can't change yourself. I came here in your stead precisely because you failed to show up. The Immonok-Reich is now mine, and it is not your place to tell me what to do. Amy, you are but a weak fool who does not deserve this world. Be gone.
Hey, are you done?
For you to give yourself such a piece of your mind, it must have been bothering you for a long time.
Luna.
What's that look on your face? You're not going to admit defeat, are you?
I hate to admit it, but she might be right.
No. Please do not think that. Your Highness, do you still remember why we came here?
Kazuha?
I am a samurai from Inazuma who's been entrusted with your safety. These individuals also responded to your call.
Having your own tomb does sound pretty cool, but the Immonok-Reich is not a tomb.
Shenyan. Oh, so you've made some friends. But do you really think that's enough for you to defeat me? I am your fear, your dark side. I am the nightmare from which you have never
Someone
escaped
should
in
just
all
get
these
fired.
years. Standing
It's one of the
before
positions I'm
me,
trying to get
you
into.
are nothing!
You can help them get fired.
No, I can't.
So right now, the only thing that's
I
open
can't lose.
is
Not now.
cash register.
I will be the one to
And,
claim victory. Just you wait. I will make you regret
the online
everything
order
you
and
said.
Take it one step at a time and don't
should I
rush.
do online ordering?
You can win as long as you maintain a level head.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna apply for it.
Get it together. Don't lose to anyone, and definitely don't lose to yourself. You ain't weak. That's not true at all.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature. Time to go.
They do start at 13. Yep, going for it. Hey, that job sucks. What? Here we go. On the board. Yep. See how quick they answer me then.
Into the wind.
Pyrotechnics!
One with nature.
Is this supposed to be able to do? Or is that just like...
I don't know. I can look at a video though.
I guess you would do it with the legitimate means to get there.
I'm trying.
Time to go.
Oh, my divination attempts are working again. And the stars say the official I know will obtain a landslide victory.
Impossible! How did you make it through that nightmarish library? Stand down! Do you still think I'm
Oh,
going
there
to
you go.
lose?
Aren't you something?
You look down on
Really
me.
up there, do.
You thought I was a worthless coward. And yes, I
All
did
right.
used to be like that. Because... I am someone who can't face reality. Who spends all day daydreaming. And can't
Hopefully I
cope
can
with
get this job because
setbacks
my
or
brother does the
criticisms.
same job I'm applying
But
for.
now I understand. I understood as soon as I first laid my eyes on this mirage. Do you see that incredible world out there? So vast, so breathtaking. That is my imagination. The source of my power. You act so arrogant under that dark cloak of self-obsession. But that's not your true nature. You're no princessin. You're just a narcissistic speck of dust hiding in my shadow. You are the true loser, the one who's holding me back. You hide your fear and cowardice behind a facade of thorns and self-loathing. You are far weaker than me. Now give it back! What? Return to me what is rightfully mine. The Emanach Reich, the castle, my people. And most importantly, my companion Oz.
Oh, mein Fräulein. You speak with such eloquence and vigor now. You've truly matured into the Prinzessin.
You've got some nerve opening your beak, traitor!
No, mein Fräulein, I've come here to prove something to you all. As we all know, Oz will always follow Fischl, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung. It should make no difference whose side I am on, because you're both Fischl. But consider this. When I switched sides, you did not lose your identity, did you?
Indeed. These are words of wisdom.
What do you mean, my identity?
Whom do you suppose Fischl truly is?
Huh?
This is my question to you, mein Fräulein.
Fischl is... Well... Fischl is... She's a loser! A coward who refuses to confront her true self behind the fantasies and lies!
No, you are wrong.
Here it is.
Fischl... is... me?
Oh.
Ah.
Yep, it was a hidden
you
switch.
Got on most rapidly.
Huh? That's it?
If this is how to get to your
Indeed,
house
mein
every time,
Fräulein.
I would not
Fischl
enjoy
is
that.
sometimes the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, and other times not.
Drag your groceries
She
to
may be
this area would
courageous
not be
and
fun.
arrogant, but she may also be weak and cowardly. Fischl is you, both noble and
Oh, yeah, for me would be
humble.
so
She
disappointed.
is a first-rate
though, me
adventurer
saying
with
that.
few friends and the
What was that?
Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Pretty much that I would
the
not
sovereign of the Immernachtreich.
love
Fischl is
going to a
both
house like this
timid
every
and
time because of
strong.
groceries.
She's afraid
But
of
then
others'
younger me
gossip,
would have
yet
loved this.
yearns for their respect. Most importantly, Fischl is often self-deprecating, beating herself up
Remember where the old
countless
man was
times,
complaining?
yet she always
Is this
finds
the
a way
house?
to rise again.
Yep.
Mein Fräulein, no one merits the name
I'm
Fischl
guessing there's
more than
another
you
lock.
do.
Or
It's a complex yet
There's
simple
pool.
name that represents the beauty of dreams and liberty.
Remember where the old man was complaining?
With or without loyal admirers,
oh, he's
Amy
dead
will
now.
always be Fischl.
You'll be the next
You
person to be found
are
dead
Fischl,
from
the
taking that
enlightened
trip.
one, who has always carried that
For her,
belief
No, I mean, I
in
wouldn't
her
highlight.
heart.
May my people be freed from the shackles of ancient decrees!
Thank you for creating the Immernachtreich and giving us a homeland, for authoring the hymn of the Holy Land in your subconscious, which offered us hope for a bright future. Please,
First thing,
embrace
let's
your
go.
darkness and
switch
return to your
banners.
true form, your highness.
Any other banners? Because I'm not part of a faction.
There's a button wraps out there.
Whoa! Fancy dress
But-
Fischl vanished! Wait a minute. And now she's
Oh.
back?
You left the other
seems
door
to have
behind you.
returned to Fischl's heart, where it belongs.
Oh, never mind.
Everyone,
It'll be
lend
fine if I
me
just
your
move it.
ears. There she is.
That's where you probably shouldn't put the wall. Oh, there's a lock right there.
Citizens of the Immernachtreich,
Oh, the light switch.
do you hear my
And there's a
summons?
button right there to the left.
Yes, your highness.
There she goes again. I am so done with this.
There we go. I'm safe.
Oz speaks the words of truth. Today is a
Potato,
grand occasion,
potato.
for it is the day that I seize back
Howdy.
my heart and reclaim control
Yeah,
of my
howdy, Clout too.
kingdom. I hereby announce, welcome to the Immernachtreich! Yay!
Infinitely burning candles.
One stormy night, a girl found a way to the future in the library.
Okay, BRB bathroom.
She said to herself,
I shall create my dream kingdom. I'll carve mountains and oceans and erect castles and towns.
then she spoke to those who shared her dream.
Please be proud of all that is unreal, for we are greater than this world. For our magnificent kingdom is a small and forbidden paradise. wonderful day. I reclaimed my heart and became the true Prinzessin de Verurtelang. The
Let's focus,
Immunokreich
I'm guessing.
really appeared. Even so, I know that all the negative emotion I've been harboring in my heart will not simply go away. And that's okay. I'll carry these imperfections with me as I fight on. Because I now know that what I have is unique and wonderful.
Fischl, the stage is all set up outside. Wanna go check it out?
Lady Paimon, do watch your words.
Oh, right. Okay. Your Highness, wouldst thou care to venture outdoors and, check if stuff out?
How dare you, retainer of mine, mock the great and dignified Prinzessin de Verurtelang! I concur. Now, let us rejoice and celebrate this historic moment for the Immunokreich.
Oh, what Mein Fräulein means is that she entreats you to celebrate the arrival of the Immunokreich with utmost zeal and great joy.
All right, we get it. Please don't translate her words back into official speak.
Watching a theater performance in a nation like this must be quite an experience. As for the puzzle I'm working on, I should have an answer soon.
Oh, there's something we've got to do. Your Highness, Oz, please excuse us for a moment.
Very well. See you soon.
Come on, let's try to contact Venti again.
Oh, it's you.
Huh? That isn't the tone-deaf bard.
You're right, we've never met before. I know you want to communicate with someone beyond the islands, but you can't do that right now. So, I cut off your connection.
Huh?
Wouldn't you rather find out the answer for yourself than ask someone else? The fantastic mirage represents the deep dream, the most fundamental reflection of the human heart. Go see for yourself. Witness everything with your own eyes. And when this is all over, tell me what you feel about it.
Who the heck was that? Oh, this is weird. How was she able to cut off our connection? Nope, Paimon doesn't get it. It's kinda eerie, but Paimon will protect you. Paimon will be there for you no matter what.
Can't catch me. Okay, that one hurt. Bam! Oni coming through. Let's roll. Can't catch me. Oh, coming through. Let's roll. Order guide you. Solidify. It's showtime! Oni coming through! Let's roll!
I'm back. Ew. Nasty. I might be back.
No, I'm not.
Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Oni coming through!
Nice house.
Attaboy!
Yeah, Abigail is a nice house.
What?
Yeah, you are a nice house, Abigail.
Who wants some of this? Let's roll!
Oh, they teach you how to make invisibility potion. That's nice.
Yep.
Attaboy! Can't catch me!
Let's dance.
Fancy. Just here for cosmetic reasons. Okay.
Let's roll! It's showtime!
Whoa. Maybe some secret, eh?
Challenge once more.
Damn. That thing just crushes. Hopefully no turn on that. Other side.
Stabilize!
Nothing. I was saying that Lyra probably did something on the other side. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it did something. I saw something.
Yeah. This is light.
Who wants some of this?
And at the star, these are out.
Books.
These are.
Nerd. Oh, these are the books you don't read. You just look.
Yep.
Nothing on them.
Just like Abigail books. Everyone knows Abigail can't read them.
I blame Cloud.
How is that my fault?
He never taught me to read.
Don't forget, Cloud, you're saying that we're both your kids.
I love reads.
So that's why your English sucks.
Yes.
Abigail toilet.
What was the sound for the toilet?
Who wants some of this?
Oh.
Drop.
Okay. Wow, that's some detailed flush sounds. Okay.
Incoming damage is reduced by 5% for 5 hours after feeling relieved, Abigail.
Okay.
So,
So,
shit helps you relieve pain.
Oni coming through!
you have to pose on still. Syrupy. You're clean. Oh, make sure you take a shit,
Is that all
go
you got?
shower before you go out, I guess. You just get effects for doing it.
Yes, I do, because I am clean.
Attaboy! Can't catch me.
If we could do this, if we could play this Mob Abigail in multiplayer mode, we could shower together.
Okay.
This is my kitchen. These are my stuff.
How do you sound to Unknown World?
Have you seen how he looked?
No, stop that. And you're joking, that's too far. Honey. Why is that honey so big?
Yes, because Abigail's funny.
Wait, he's a hermit. Your catch is a trope, so yeah, it's pretty much he's going to have a lot of honey if he's going to stay as long as they expect the player to.
Best fleet in the world. The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any.
Oh, I got a teleportation spell.
You can teleport to your house. Oh my god, you can. That's amazing. I was like, oh, why did he not use the spell? And going back and forth. Oh yeah, because he
Is
does have to
everyone
go
awake
to the
now?
place.
Mona says that she has something important to tell everyone.
The first glimmering daybreak after the return of the Imanakarish
Oh, that's what
this
that
is.
is.
certainly
Okay.
revitalizes one's
It makes a
innermost
little more
spirits.
sense.
What Main Fräulein means is that she is ready to take
Oh, wait.
on the next challenge.
Oh.
We're rested and
There we
ready
go.
too.
All right, then I'll get to the crux of the matter. I just peeked into my scry glass, and
Oh,
there's a new mirage forming on that island over
Bonk.
there. And
that's not
I
safe.
have a feeling that this one is my
You're
mirage.
not safe.
Oh, so now
Abigail,
it's
stranger
Mona's
danger.
turn. You were with us for all of ours. Seems like
Wow,
it's time for us to go
Jacob
with
is
you
stranger
and
danger.
yours.
It's in between you two.
Oh, there's nothing to see, really.
Lady
Wow,
They won't
Magistus,
stop touching
here.
me.
are you embarrassed?
No,
Wow, come here.
absolutely
I'm
not.
stranger danger.
It's not like
Wow,
I'm
Jacob's gonna
worried
touch
about
your butt.
everyone judging me after seeing my embarrassingly pathetic mirage
Oh,
or
What?
anything.
What? Why?
This
Does
emphatic
that what?
no
Even I'm
sounds
like, wait,
rather
what?
like a
No, no, no. I'm
disguised
talking about this
yes.
cabinet. It's like you could open
Well,
it.
astrologists are often regarded as
What's
something
in
out
your
of this
cabinet?
world,
Are you
right?
supposed to shove dead
But
bodies
what
in
if
there?
my mirage is
I
nothing
mean,
like
I could if I
that?
tried, but I'm pretty sure it's a
Fret
secret.
not. Your Princessin is not
Oh,
so
hello,
foolish
dagger.
as to entertain preconceived notions on how thy mirage should or should not
Oh,
present
hello there,
itself.
beautiful.
Yeah, me neither. Not that I have low expectations of you, Mona, but personally, I think you're a kind soul, and you shouldn't feel like you have to live up to anything more than that.
I'm sure Mona's mirage will stay true to her kind heart.
I'll be right back in a moment.
Nah, I've been here a while, bro.
Yeah, and it's not like we're
You
going
weren't in
there
here when
just
I
to do some
went out.
sightseeing. There's other reasons too,
I
right?
wasn't. I was here when you left.
Yes.
And
You
he made him
left.
cry as soon as you left.
Then I was here.
You left him. You left him at the altar cloud. How could you?
Really? Well,
I'll ship it.
okay then.
It's okay. I'm used to being left
I
alone.
suppose I'm not worried as long as everyone doesn't get too excited.
I'm
Alright
all
then.
alone.
Let's get
There's
going.
no one here beside me.
But yeah, Mikey, do you feel comfortable doing that?
I'll try. If I can climb a mountain, I can do it.
Or you have to, because I don't think you fully climb. Oh, maybe. Okay. I think it's more than you can do in Fallout. Never mind. Yeah,
So, Clyde, how you doing?
I'm alright. on
According
the
to my scryglass,
fourth,
we've arrived at the Mirage.
almost 5th hour of my
Okay,
stream.
let's find the entrance first.
Hey.
It's the white edge.
Is that it? Over
No.
So how's everybody else doing over there?
Z. I've been working on the driveway past like 2 weeks.
On the driveway?
Yes.
Huh.
Nice.
This looks like some kind
Because
of
it's
pool.
pothole. I'll show you a picture. I actually have pictures of the previous.
I'll probably be stealthy. I'll stab you.
Are we?
Huh? Wait.
Don't
Do we
look
have
at
a
this while driving,
non-swimmer
though.
among us?
No, I don't think that's the real problem here.
Someone's scared, huh?
Why?
Well then, I'll go first.
And there she goes.
You missed,
She's gonna
bitch.
show off her oh-so-perfect swimming skills now.
Please
Look
be
at that later.
mindful of your wording, main Fräulein.
Oh,
Second.
right.
I said later,
See
not
you
when you're
later.
driving.
Where did you
I'm
send
just
it?
gonna.
Your DMs.
Mona dived right into the pool and
Oh.
disappeared.
I
Let's
thought
catch
you
up with her.
texted it to me.
Do I have your number?
Yeah.
Abigail,
yeah,
watch
you do
this.
it.
I could have swore
Abigail,
you
still
guys
watching?
exchanged numbers a while ago, back when Abigail was here.
And yes, Mikey?
Exactly.
You watching?
Yes.
What a spectacular
Ow.
Oh,
structure.
wow.
Wow.
But
That's a lot.
you'd have to text me again.
Anything
I
like
probably
this.
do, but I don't remember.
Hey,
Potholes.
Mona,
Wow.
your mirage
Wow.
is
Lost
amazing.
my number.
Though it falls short of the glorious Imanok Reich.
I'm
Man,
mad.
Abigail, you made Rican very butthurt now.
I don't text
Nonetheless, Lady Magistus.
At least it's not showing me getting lectured.
The only
by
one
the
I know
dad.
for sure I have
Thank
is
goodness.
Mikey.
Well, what else would
and
you expect
Cloud,
from
I
a
think?
genius
I think
astrologist's
Cloud's.
mirage? Okay,
And Megan, maybe?
let's
Oh,
get started.
No.
they don't know who I'm talking about, though, so we're good.
Wow.
Ooh, where'd I get you? That's
That's
dangerously
Catch
close.
me.
That's dangerously close.
If you don't have my number, you're looking for some problems.
Oh, let me see if I do. If I
Mm.
do. Oh, I do. I don't remember
Yeah,
when I got
exactly.
your number, but I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I know you do because I'm the one that put it there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Oh, by the way, Abigail, this is how bad he died. Part of his arm sunk into the ground.
I'm the person who put my phone number in your phone and saved it. So that
Oh.
way, in case you're ever over here, all you need to do is make a phone call and I got you.
Gotcha.
Can't catch me.
Bro was literally trying to make sure you had all your bases covered.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
that's when I first got there, probably. And
Yeah, if you're ever in the tri-state area, I literally can get you. From literally anywhere in the tri-state area.
yep.
Yeah, that's New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, freaking Rhode Island, like pretty much like the entire Northeast.
You have people everywhere.
Actually, no, I have people in the entire U.S. I have people in the entire U.S., Japan, Canada, and freaking and the U.K. I even got boys out in France and in freaking Poland.
You have like clones of yourself everywhere. Just, oof.
No, I've got friends.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking.
I've got friends in very high places.
He's basically like me when it comes to if you guys were in Hartford.
Yeah. I.
There's a star over there.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Yeah,
Oh.
but if you're in Hartford,
You're going about it.
Bro,
Good.
yeah, you're going Domo Arigato here.
anywhere. Yeah.
What about miniature killing I can do? Just start
Like-
slapping people with arrows.
Can't catch me.
Like I've gotten people places to sleep. I've gotten people hotel rooms. for 3 days. Because I'm that connected.
Can't catch me.
Like, yeah, it's like that.
Sorry.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is?
That guy's a
You know,
unicorn now.
would you like to know the funny part about that though?
Yes.
Guess who my connection is for getting you a hotel room? The Roman Catholic Church. Yeah. I'm on that level, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm on that level.
Oh, did you ever do that church meeting thing you're talking about?
There's a meme? Let's
The
go.
meeting thing you're planning to do. Or you decided against that?
I haven't even started that yet.
Oh, you have?
Bro.
Oh.
No, I did not start. Nope, not yet. Nope. Have not even a little bit. Because I had things come up and I'm finally starting to do better. I've been seizure free for a month and a half now.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So I've been focusing on me, myself, and just taking care of my body and my mental well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah. You're doing better than I am.
Yeah, humans are hard to take care of.
All I've been focused on is killing people.
Yeah, humans are really hard to take care of. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness.
Hard to take care of, but easy to kill.
Unfortunately.
Well, with the job I'm about to be probably doing, they're probably gonna make me go to OGP because I signed up for that today. Yeah, I'm quickly probably going to get a call now.
What's OGP?
The people who go around shopping for the customers, online people. Yeah. Cause I had it for seasonal, and stocking. It's been like well, first it's mainly the personnel has been causing issues, but they see I had the OGP on there, they'll quickly call me back probably.
Okay.
Because no one does their job in that. Also, that's really hard. Bum, bum, bum.
Hey, Cloud, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you just come outside for a minute?
Wait, you're here?
Wait, you're not?
It's made its way in.
Okay, hang on one moment. Hey.
Now, in order to continue this quest, Abigail, we have to go to Riften.
Yay.
And kill an old lady.
Yay, killing old ladies. That sounds fun.
Very proud of my talent in
That's
astrology.
not what you're supposed to do when you're playing a video game.
Is that my
This
voice?
isn't GTA.
But Rican, this old lady tortures kids.
Oh. I know which quest he's doing.
Astrology is a valuable discipline.
Start with her stuff.
Yeah.
It is capable
Is
of
the goal
revealing
actually to kill an old lady?
workings of this
Yes.
universe.
That's such a mess.
Oh, that's me.
Well, she kind of is really bad, like foster parent.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she actually hurts the kids.
She has a little child-shaped, child-sized shackles in the closet.
When people
Oh, well,
discovered
then kill her.
I could perform divination, they began
Change.
to bombard me with inquiries.
But what was your mom mad about?
When is my missing son going to be found? Do they love me or not?
Basically,
Will I ever recover?
stupid shit.
Oh,
Because she was, you know how she always has that mentality of always thinking that she's right about whatever the fuck she's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I can't fix anything about that. That's my window. That's the blinds being down. It's just a very big, bright window. That's why it's always very humid in my room.
Bring about resentment.
That's why Abigail's always hot in her room. Because Jacob is so hot.
Astrology is a scam.
Mikey really do make sure you say Jacob.
It is very difficult, okay?
I know. That's why I'm not your like best friend, and that's why I did it
Please
so
leave me
soon.
alone now. I need some space.
I wish I'd done it sooner, but you're good, Mike. Don't worry.
Hell,
You
Jacob
got the
still considers
flail.
it weird that
I
I
was being
call
stabbed
her
with
Jacob.
razor-sharp knives formed by
I
their
need to shut my door one
disappointment.
second.
I could see the
Yeah,
future.
call.
Fire is some pale ass lips.
I felt miserable, as if I'd fallen
Oh.
into an abyss.
I'm excited.
For what?
I can't wait to go to dinner today.
Oh.
I gave him some vegan soup base.
Yeah.
Ooh, yum.
Can't wait to try it out.
Body dying. Yeah.
Body's dying, booty shaking. Body shaking, booty shaking, stabbing bitches and fucking sheep.
Well then.
Come on,
Lady
Abigail, sing with
Priestess,
me.
This is
No, I'm good.
heartbreaking.
Please don't try to comfort me.
Yeah.
You'll only make me feel embarrassed.
Come on, you don't need to pretend in front of us. You need a hug.
No. That was really how I felt back when I first started out in astrology, but I've matured now. I'm no longer so easily swayed by random people's opinions.
Who would have thought?
Take
Even
home
Magistus, the court archmage,
to
was
the
not
thing.
spared of vexatious times in her career.
It must have been difficult to be misunderstood by others.
I hear the
I'm glad
shackles.
that you were able to move past that.
Those look fun. What's she saying?
Actually, there are many who have given up astrology due to similar circumstances.
She's saying that 6 stones may
But
break
I'm a
her
genius,
bones,
so
but
it's
when
only
she
fair
changes
that
some
I'm
of
able
her.
to accomplish
A
what
back of
others
the
cannot.
an arrow to the back of the head
It's
kind of
pretty
will do a lot.
inspiring to hear you say all that in an amazing place like this.
She may be bad, but she's perfectly good at it.
I just got a text from my wife. Sorry.
They're good.
Murder, murder, murder. I made you out of clay.
How's she doing, by the way?
She's alright. She's just a little embarrassed, and it's something I really can't discuss.
Oh,
Ew.
Gun pixels.
What club? Who are we talking about?
Ender lady.
Ah.
Abigail, how could you forget about your mom? That's so mean, Jacob.
I love how you just pulled the one name and then the other right in a quick switch of the sentence there.
It's so fucking hand nature.
He's getting good at it, though. At least he's doing one. At least fix it. And we have like a month and a half. I think. Yeah, month and a half, so we're good.
I might as well start making a song about how to say your name and as Jacob.
Yep. Do that.
A whole
Whatever
song,
you
how
need to do.
dance on Cloud Stream.
Yep. Do whatever you need to do.
Bitch dead.
Yes, good. Keep going.
Sorry to interrupt, but the door is that way.
All right. Now let you shower me
Ooh,
with
turn
praise
signals.
after all the mysteries are solved.
what
I've
happened?
I've been turning on Abigail's booty.
You said
Jacobs.
Yo, yeah.
And
I've
I'm
been
correcting
sleeping
you
on
even though what you're
Jacob's
saying.
Yes.
What you're saying, I'm
Yes.
still correcting you.
You gotta say,
That's
you gotta
what-
correct me fully, then, or I won't understand. Like, how am I supposed to say it properly?
The surroundings appear to have changed.
Yeah, like you're
This
saying
isn't
it, it's
the
like
beach
that's
we
not the part I'm
originally
correcting. The second part is the first, the name. Like I'm not the point where I don't care. It's just the
Actually,
name I'm
to
fixing.
make it even more second nature, we should all just talk using Jacob.
Jacob, 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 Jacob. Jacob, 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 Jab, 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 Jacob.
Jacob!
Jacob, Jacob, Jab, 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 Jab,
What?
Jacob,
Whoa.
Jacob,
The area
Jacob, Jab, Jab,
appears
Jab,
Hold
to
up.
be
Jab,
the
Jab,
mountains
Jacob.
of
What?
Mondstadt. Wait,
All
have
that
we
makes me
been
think
sent
is
back to
Dreidel,
Mondstadt?
Dreidel, Dreidel. I
Yet
need
the
you at the play.
boundless ocean still
The stream was
surrounds
started.
us.
I wonder what the music was come from. I was freaking out. I was like, what?
There should be another pool
There's
around
music?
here for us to enter.
I have a live stream in the background.
Over here,
That
y'all.
was had a time to start.
Jacob, Jacob, Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. That's I believe that's.
Choking on the coca.
I
Why
believe
isn't
that's
it letting
German
us
for
enter?
Jacob. Jacob.
Oh, something seems to be floating on the water there.
Is it a painting? Or what is it?
It seems to be hinting at a specific place.
It is anticipating that the princessin would guide her loyal followers to the location that has been chosen by fate.
Why is it always you that has to take the lead? Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's just find this place first.
Can't catch me. Attaboy! Hey, I wasn't ready. Solidified. Who wants some of this?
At that point, we can casually just make another one. Oh. Does she have a story?
I don't think so.
Let's roll.
If you're meaning about the hag, she gets a side story, but it's very short.
Let's see.
Alright.
There you go.
New toys
We're
for
talking
the
about a
boys.
companion mod by Bub.
Oh. Okay.
The story, tell us.
Honestly,
Sorry, tell me.
honestly, bro, it's been so long I kind of forgot half the shit, except for I still remember all the console commands for the game.
Okay, so it wasn't important.
No.
Was it beneficial to the story? No.
No.
Did it help you to actually move along? No, it did not.
No.
Does she matter? No, she did not. Is she real? No, she's not. Okay, then she's a figment of your imagination. Leave her
She was a
alone.
thought.
Oh,
You can say, wait, you can say that?
Yes.
she was a thought. Got it.
I don't know what that
Let's
means
finish
anymore,
this
but I thought
swiftly.
it was something that's actually not nice to certain people.
Well, it means that she was something that you thought of, but she's no longer in existence because she was an idea, but she's no longer real.
Oh, you are?
Everybody has a thought every single day, but we don't have to act upon it. Or did you mean thought like THOT? In which case, then that means
As in,
something else.
no, I was meaning as in thought of like, okay, oh, I thought of that.
Oh, I thought you were thinking too.
No, I wasn't meaning that. I was not meaning that.
I don't. Because I know it's something offensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is something offensive. I was not meaning it in the offensive way, actually.
I don't know what it means, I just know it's offensive. So I was like, wow, you can say that on Twitch, but not all the other things that are like, sounds at least bad.
Can't
Not
catch
as bad.
me.
I'm gonna look at what that word actually means.
I can I will message you what it actually means.
Well, it means that tool is over there. And this tool is used for gardening.
Orgnarg.
So that tool over there. Now that tool begins with the letter
Orgnarg, that
H.
son of a bitch.
Got it?
They done sent no higher
Wait,
thugs.
wait. You can say bitch,
Oh,
but you can't say thought.
Well, as long as you're not calling someone a bitch.
Well, it's a male. So hang on, no. How you doing? You doing your slow walk like I am?
Why is your butt so big?
Why what?
The character, what?
Abby, why are you staring at her butt?
What is it?
That's a
Just
gender.
like
I
I
mean,
just
if you
noticed it,
notice
like,
that the butt is big, clearly you were staring.
okay, sure, I guess, sure, why not? I don't care. But why is it in that dress that looks like that?
Because you're perfect.
No,
It's
but
banana.
okay.
Do you have anything I could steal or buy, whatever? Y'all ain't got shit. Y'all some broke ass bitches.
Still everything.
This is banana.
Oh, you can vision scan?
Can't catch me.
Yes. Abby, you playing this game so long you never knew you could fish?
I haven't played Skyrim much.
Wait, serious question, right?
No.
Alright.
If I'm vegan and they smell like fish, am I allowed to eat them?
Bad.
What?
And right over Abigail Jacob's head.
Jacobs.
That's not how. That's not how that works, though.
Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacob.
There you go.
But I.
Yeah.
No, Jacob.
Jacob.
There you go.
Jacob.
That was a joke. If you're vegan,
Oh.
you're not allowed to eat them in the first place.
We all know vegans can't have fish or sausage.
Exactly. No animals allowed.
That's some. Well, vegetarians do eat fish sometimes.
I mean, that means, wait, that's assuming that you're classifying humans as animals.
But humans are animals.
I mean, that depends how you classify them.
Humans are animals, though.
I mean, if you don't classify humans as animals, then you can eat them.
What?
I mean, now we're talking about cannibalism, and I think that's bad.
It's
Well,
not nearly as bad as you think, sadly.
I don't understand what we're talking about.
I was talking about something else, and it just went. It took a left turn.
It took an extra turn at Albuquerque.
They don't take them left hand.
I didn't want it to go that way, and it did anyway.
I
You were
don't
going
know
straight,
that
but
way.
then it became crooked.
I'm just saying humans are animals, though. And you guys, I don't know what you guys were talking about because I wasn't paying
Well, we're
attention.
being degenerates. What about you, Jacob?
Oh, okay. Okay.
In the bedroom.
Yeah, in the bedroom you can
No.
people.
Humans are
Animals in the bedroom. Got it. Understood.
Look, Jacob. Sometimes in the bedroom you're eating a sausage and you might get some milk from it.
Are you okay, Jacob?
They are not.
I know you're messing with me, but still.
I'm awake and I'm alive.
I was literally just messing with you.
Yes, I know, but still, it's like I'm taking the bait.
You did. You did.
No, I knew it was joking, but still, I'm still going with it. It's like God. I know people that believe that they believe that animals are not. Yeah, humans are not animals. They don't understand the concept at all.
Well, humans.
They like to separate themselves too
Humans
much.
are animals, but we are animals, but
Complex.
we do have a much so that we are not animalistic in nature. I would say that that's where humans are different than other animals.
No, I'm
More
talking
than
about people that straight up think we're not animals.
So I believe
You're cutting out again.
that
Bro, you went digitized again.
who loses that part of their prefrontal cortex?
Bro, you're entering the Matrix again.
Hello? That stops their ability to think for themselves. And so then they become, I believe at that moment, then they become, this is bananas.
Can't catch me.
Yes, Mara, the goddess of passion, and you're talking about spitting in my face.
Okay, so we got this.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I said humans are we are humans. We're not I believe that we are separate from the rest of the animals because of the fact that we do have a larger prefrontal cortex. So we can think and do things where other animals cannot. I believe that makes us different. A human who does lose their prefrontal cortex and loses their ability to be not only animalistic but also their ability to think for themselves and be able to identify those kinds of things that separate us from other animals. I believe that's where the line is drawn. So, humans, I believe, are a species that would be considered right above animals. So we have a lot of very similar characteristics to other animals, but I believe that we ourselves are not animals, but I would say like a class right above them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like that.
You're kind of again.
There's another star!
You're kind of again. Oh boy.
Bro, Matrix again.
The Matrix was so powerful, Cloud, he can never hear you.
Human.
Can't catch me.
We can't hear you yet. Rican, we don't understand you, but you probably can't understand us. We're losing them. It sounds like a game crashing.
To act.
You're not wrong.
Think logically and reasonably. Unfortunately,
Oh, we're tabbed back into the game. It's sort of like we're tabbed out, now we're tabbed back in.
Oh, okay. So.
Can
Rican.
you guys hear me now?
Yes, but you should just wait until you actually have back your place or something. Because goodness, because it keeps on going in and out. Because it keeps on going in and out.
It's because I'm in the country.
Can't catch me.
I want to mute myself because it's the vacuum cleaner. Oh, yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
A little bit.
Yeah, what about now?
Okay, Verizon person.
I thought I was Sprint.
No, remember, Verizon is the one that has the freaking commercial of, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I thought they bought the guy.
I don't think so.
Okay, what about now?
You're good.
Okay.
More of the magic. Send me home with the teleportation.
What I was saying was that a human who loses their ability to think and to and to reason like that.
Yeah, we heard that part, but then
Yeah, that's-
way on you're doing speech, it sounded like a game is crashing.
Yeah, they don't themselves become an animal, but they become animalistic in behavior. And I think that's where the line is drawn. It's like,
I mean,
you know,
we're just pretty much animals, but a more complex when it comes to like our thinking and processing. That's it.
yeah,
To me, that's my opinion. It's like, yeah, right.
yeah, but I would say that that separates us from animals because that
See, I
means
don't
that.
see the separation there. Personally don't. It's like,
Well, then I would say that at that point, then what's the difference between like us killing a mosquito and us killing a human?
Can't catch me.
human nature, like it's animal nature type thing.
I know, but what's the difference between a human and a mosquito? Because humans have more value than a mosquito, or do humans have equal value to a mosquito?
No, they're both the same. Both worthless and just need to be destroyed.
That's bad, but okay.
I mean that's consistency right there. Though. Don't play.
Consistency.
That's consistency at its finest. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna
That
lie.
is very that is ultra consistent, and I approve of that. If both are animals, then yeah. But me personally, I would say that that a human being is worth
Can't catch
more
me.
than say a mosquito or like a chihuahua, like a dog. Even if it's your family pet, like a human is still worth more than a dog.
Not to me.
Yeah.
So society doesn't see it like that, but yeah, when it comes to pets and like certain animals, yeah. Mosquito, no. I can hate mosquitoes.
Yeah, Abigail hates all animals.
I mean, what if somebody has a mosquito as their pet?
They're a very weird person. I question them.
Yeah, but like, if that's their pet, they
They're
can say that, oh well, kill that guy. I don't know that guy.
yes,
That mosquito,
exactly. Yep.
that's Philip. That's Philip the mosquito.
Well, bye bye, Philip.
So I think that's where the line would be drawn. It's kind of interesting though.
I'm too tired to think about it, so I haven't even thought about it at all.
Well, me either, but this is my first time ever thinking about it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I can't have white bread.
Huh?
I can't have white bread.
Oh, Pat. I think Pat.
I'll be back.
Hey, look, there's a cop.
Okay, so I got it going the right way. I just gotta go this way, then that way.
Right.
Looking for secrets?
There's supposed to be a hidden switch or something around here.
Check the torch out again.
It's not
Oh,
that. It's
other
the
torch.
It's a
To
what is that
left.
torch? It's supposed to be in the rock itself.
Quake!
There it is.
Rise!
You see Abigail right there?
Yep, I see.
Okay, so then there's this over here. Ah, damn it.
Wow. This lady from Massachusetts just tried cutting me off twice to get some frozen yogurt. Not even ice cream, frozen yogurt.
Frozen yogurt's good.
It's 3:51 in the afternoon.
Wait, did you see what she was so busy to do? Did you follow her?
No, like she literally tried cutting me off twice, so I'm like, no, like I'm not letting you off. And then she put her turn signal and like had to stop and wait because I wasn't letting her pass. Both times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go next?
She tried illegally passing
If
me
you'd like
twice.
to see
And I'm like, no.
Leroy's tourist spots,
So I literally just like
I have
went
a
right in
few
front of her both times
references.
and just didn't let her pass. Because it's one lane, not two. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I got it backwards. Okay.
You can't illegally pass me on the right side when it's one lane.
They live in America, they don't care.
No. You know
Well,
what's
they're
funny?
from Massachusetts, so we expect.
You know what's funny?
What?
What?
She was fat.
Bro. Be careful how you word things, remember.
Wait, am I not allowed to say that? Is that bad?
About the other people? Yeah, we're not supposed to do that.
I'm fat.
Yes.
You still can't do it to yourself either.
Calling yourself is one thing. Calling someone else that is another, unfortunately.
Look, Steam doesn't mind. Twitch does not mind you bully yourself.
Wait, I wasn't even bullying anybody. I literally just made an observance. Okay, correction. Okay, she wasn't fat. She was obese. Is that better?
No.
That doesn't help.
No, that
That's
really
what makes
doesn't.
it worse.
How's that worse? She's a little woman, like this tall.
That's heightism. You're
big,
objectifying somebody
like,
because of their height.
Really big. What is... Seriously?
Bro, this is the world
Wait,
we
are you
live
serious?
in.
You're joking, right? Like...
It
I hope you're joking.
depends,
Are you
though.
serious?
Unfortunately, no,
Joking,
I'm not
like, bro.
joking.
Come on, nah, that can't be serious. Come on, like, she's a little fat lady. Is that really gonna get you? I'm sorry if that is. Like, I will stop talking about...
Trouble, then it's gonna get the entire
stout.
thing of people trying to
Okay.
find out who you are.
She's a short, stout lady. Is that better? Is that better?
I'd say just call. I'll just say just call them and see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, that works better. That works better, kiddo.
I'll see you next Tuesday?
Think of the acronym.
But instead of an S and Y, think of the letters.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
He
The
finds
realization is crash them again for being crashing slowly.
and he turns into a transformer
Oh
again.
god.
Holy shit.
It didn't help they're trying to share their BO feed.
Quake!
Okay, for the sake of my ears, I'm just going to disconnect for now. Tim. Should I?
Let him
Or is this
be.
okay?
Just let him be.
Okay. Wait.
Bro, we legitimately cannot hear you.
Freaking, you're fading out the existence of mankind.
Bro, you're speaking so much robotic, we can hardly
He
make
left.
out anything.
He left.
He left.
He's back.
Bro?
You in the butt.
Oh. We're good now?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, bro?
Hello, sexy kitten.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello.
Okay, hold on. I think it's working.
Sounds like it.
What's that?
Alright, I want you to choose this one or this one.
One second. Let me make it bigger. She'll say. Which one choice are you picking?
Will I tell her he'll be home? She'll be home soon, or that she's dead now?
Is this a crazy person?
Yes.
They'll be home soon. Oh, nice.
Hello?
Hello.
Yo, bro.
Well, Abigail, we made a nice, crazy person happy now.
Yeah.
Testing.
It's a little bit chipmunky. But you're home. Or are they,
Yeah, they are stuck here.
Oh, are they? There's no, collision? No, that's not their, I forgot what the term is.
What are you
It's
trying
a
to talk
bitch
about?
to do. Where, NPCs can walk around a certain, cell. I forgot what it's called, but it's still red, like, where pretty much, like, NPCs can walk around.
Oh, no, NPC guidance.
That's not what it is, but that's close enough. This place doesn't have, I'm gonna look it up.
No, I could get her out of it just by summoning, by using console commands. I'll summon her.
I don't think she'll be able to still move, though.
Oh.
Is she stuck inside? Like,
Yes.
when you go outside, she's still here?
Yep.
Oh, then you might need to.
Crumble.
What do I need to do?
You need. Let me see how to do the force move player. The force NPC player. Let me see how to do it.
better?
Ba-doom.
Yes, can hear you. Can hear you now, bro.
Yes, now I can hear you. I thought I got canceled on Discord for saying that. Huh. I was gonna be like, really? Oh.
Flap the belly.
Oh.
Okay, let me see. How do you do this?
Astrology reveals the truth unreservedly. But
Rock the
not
boat.
everyone
Don't
is
rock
willing
the
to
boat.
accept their fate, no matter. Running into difficulties is part of practicing the craft. I must also become stronger myself in order to convince people. I once met an adventurer on a mountain who also happened to be picking fruits. He was even kind enough to share some with me, so in return, I agreed to perform a divination for him. The results were terrifying. I advised him to give up adventuring as soon as possible, otherwise he could meet his end
Get their
within the
ID
next 2 years.
and it's.
Is this their ID right here when I click on them?
He fell silent
That's
for
a
a
reference
while.
ID, but that might work.
Surprisingly,
Keep that
he didn't doubt the
All
and
results of
do
my divination
this.
like others had.
Instead of the arrows, don't do the
He
arrow
looked
part. But
quite
there you go.
perplexed.
Go outside the
Even
place
so, I have to keep going.
and type that.
Adventurers can't
But the
just
reference
give up
ID
in
is
the
those
face of
numbers.
hardship. With that, he picked up his
See if
pack
that
and headed for the peak.
We do this in 4th grade.
Wait, what?
We have an NPC
Whoa.
stuck.
Yeah,
Why?
I think we got my she got my NPC stuck. Because
However,
Jacob's so mean.
Would you guys
Try
like
as
to
I
hear
might,
something funny?
I could never
Yes.
forget that incident.
Okay, there
Why
is
is that?
a petition to make Minecraft underwear in adult sizes.
That already exists though.
Oh, we're
It
back
does?
again.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it in the slightest.
Oh,
it's played.
So, Mona,
I think
is that adventurer dead now?
it works.
That was the only time I ever saw him. And that was more than 3 years
I
ago,
moved
which
to player
means
instead.
he's no longer alive.
I do that in
Isn't there
Minecraft all
still
the
a
time.
chance that he's
Let's see if
alive?
move to player
You know, like
does the same
maybe he
thing.
just made a mistake.
Wait, what are you doing?
Abigail, you killed me. I'm
You can't call it divination if you reject anything bad and believe the good
I typed in move to
unreservedly.
player
That's just
in space.
self-deception.
I think that might work. I might be wrong though. So take that with a grain of
Of
salt.
course,
I'm
casually
tired.
performing divination for fun might be a different matter, but
Like
in
this?
my field of
No,
expertise,
just type in
there's
player.
no room for
Don't have the
lies.
period.
To contradict my
That
own
might.
word
I
would be a
think it works.
blasphemy against
Don't
astrology.
hide the period always.
Okay, wait.
Cruel,
let me chase one more time.
but
Move
truthful.
to player.
Such is fate.
I don't usually say
You
things
typed
like this, but while we're on the topic, I really hope you don't
Wait.
confuse astrology with those fortune stick peddlers that you
To
see
move
along the
into to you
streets.
type. Oh, okay.
Astrology does not exist
Let's
to
try
please.
this.
We astrologists are here to verify and witness the truths of this world.
I don't know if this will work, but we'll see.
Which is why astrology is a
Tried.
disdained
Yeah,
profession.
if that doesn't
It
work,
is a
tell me.
mighty art,
I'm gonna
but
try to find a better
unfortunately
guide.
one that annoys people nonetheless.
Why dost thou protest so much, Lady Magistus? Thou seems not to be the sort with whom one would be loath to be associated.
What
I am
Main
not
Froyline
seeing them.
means is
Okay,
that
one
she's
second.
glad
Move
to be
into
friends with you.
Okay, let me
No,
watch this YouTube
that's
video.
not exactly what I said. Whatever
You're doing a
has
lot of stuff
gotten
I've never
into
had to do
you,
in
Oz,
Skyrim.
you
I mean,
misinterpret
Fallout,
my
whatever.
utterances with increasingly alarming frequency.
Oh my, why could that be? Perhaps I have been concerned that Main Fräulein could offend her friends, and have been attempting to soften her words.
Although you're the only astrologist I know, you've left an awesome impression on me. You're not annoying at all. Those who go snooping around for secrets, yet ignore whatever they don't want to hear, they're the ones who should reflect on themselves. Knowing your fate doesn't come cheap.
If one could simply avoid fate with just a few words, no one would have to endure the pain of parting. Mona, don't take others' comments to heart. Follow your heart, and never forget what's right.
I don't need comforting, thank you very much.
Well, let me see if
Very
this works.
tough, you
This
know.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Oh,
But with her ID still, I don't see how that would work.
well then,
That's a mod.
Thank you.
What dost thou say? Speak up and offer your highest reverence and blessings to the princessin.
Let me know when you send it.
Okay, Your Highness. Instead of making a scene, why don't you go collect the other fragments in the new location reflected by the pool? We can't enter the mirage without them.
Mein Fräulein, you are the only one with eyes sharp enough to locate the secrets.
These people are not good.
If that's the case, very well. I shall proceed to the beach.
Move to space player.
Let's go, Mona.
Supposedly.
I found.
Internet's
Wait, no, I misspelled it.
Okay, I hope that's right. I hope it's just misspelled. And also, it was spelled player wrong. You spelled player wrong.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just here.
Yeah.
Can't catch me.
We're just gonna make a new one. Wait, we
Make
hear
another
base
one.
ID. Shit. Let me grab, see if we can do that. It's fun. Do help in her name. Like, type in help in her name. Ew.
Rise!
You didn't do the character's name, but in
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a
I'm
roll.
teleport.
So, that sucks. I wonder how she got stuck. Because that's not even the issue I was
NPCs
talking
are not.
about.
NPCs aren't supposed to be in the air, to be honest. Yeah, somehow she teleported with me.
What? What?
Attaboy!
I think it acts as the when you're going to a house when someone's talking to you.
Hopefully that name will pick up. Did it? Yes.
1 second.
It's NPC is third one from bottom.
So NPC, that's how I get to summon them.
You take all her items.
What do you want me to do?
Take all her items. Does she have anything? Yeah, she does. This is the part that sucks. It's gonna be a new one. Because, yeah, she's broken. Because I can't figure out how to make her teleport the correct way.
Gotta go this.
Why would you take away the shield? Are you dumb? No. You'll have me that's sitting here forever? Now you just go to a new place and you have to summon player.place.me space and that thing. The ID of hers.
We've returned here once more.
Alright.
Looks like the story's not finished
Yeah,
yet.
wherever you want to place it.
I should probably load the other save. I just wanted to kill that guy because he broke into my house.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later.
Can't catch
What
me.
you doing?
Alright,
What
bro.
am I doing?
Claire dot place at me.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Later, bro.
Later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
It's the third one. The NPC one. What? Oh, hush. Now you can spawn like 100 of them if you want. It sucks though, like, you just have to remember to not do that, I guess. Now you can disable the other one. So make sure that character's not falling, I guess. That kind of sucks.
I'll do that. I'll do that later.
Yeah.
First off, join up, brother.
I never really used the help command before that much.
How does it make you feel?
Of course, only Neller scrolls out how to do that.
How does that make you feel?
Bleh. I know you're going to get those characters all a lot stuck where you have to keep on spawning them in. I already feel because I would be doing the same thing.
And how does that make you feel?
Trust you.
How does it make you feel?
I just know that's not like. I can't believe they don't have Nev Mesh. That's what it was called, Nev Mesh or Nev Mesh, whatever it is. It pretty much shows where NPCs can walk. It's inside. It looks like red like shapes. That's just where characters can walk. That's why in
Gotcha.
some mods you just see have your hand just standing still and don't move at all from those as soon as they teleport. In some mods that usually not as good.
Let me take this off.
What? No, Blue, no, drum screaming. Whisper like this. Because his daughter was whispering to us. I didn't know doors can talk such an impressive one.
Eat.
You're a murderer now. How do you feel? Oh wait, you're already one. Never mind. You're gonna be a less only murderer.
Okay, so then...
Can't catch me.
I'm gonna catch up where we were last time, Gil.
Huh?
pretty much. I think we stopped at a certain point.
We didn't get far.
Yeah.
Every time you play, if you don't get far with me, it's like you just like, eh.
I want my money. Abigail.
Yes.
How you doing, Jacob?
Oh, dang it. I'm doing good.
That's good. I'm
We
glad
need
you're being a
for-
good girl.
We need to figure out how to, like, train your brain to do that.
You would never train my brain. It's open.
I know one way, but it's going to be very interesting. A lot of people want to ask questions. I can change my Discord name completely, Jacob.
Would you be comfortable doing that then?
Yep. That might help. Would it help?
It might, but if, don't hurt yourself doing it.
I'm not. Uh,
I'm getting a lot of pings.
yeah, I'm sorry. I am notifying people why my name is this. So you might be able to clip it.
That's fine.
And trust me, this is perfectly fine, by the way.
Okay.
I think that's all that matters. It went through, like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of ping. If you think you're getting a lot of ping, I'm getting a lot more. Oh, you're in the Genshin. No wonder. Yeah, that Genshin will be calmed down. The things won't be too much.
Oh, I get it now.
There we go. What, Jacob? What should I think I should get? Oblivious or Payday? Probably Oblivious.
Pickpocket on decrease. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
It's another star!
Oh, okay.
By the way, Jacob, I feel it'll be best to work on my light armor stuff as well as my thieving.
Yeah, because the thieves usually very squishy, and you kind of want to focus on make sure not to be too squishy.
So far with my my ability in assassination, I'm pretty powerful right now.
Yeah. Do we share any other servers? Usually I don't actually talk to many servers. Let me see. No. I forgot what servers I'm in sometimes. Yeah, no, I don't have to worry about any of the server related.
Can't catch
Jacob,
me.
you're in Dark Brother's armor.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, I didn't get the contracts. So there's a book here, I believe. Yep. Do you remember Narfi, right?
Huh?
You remember Narfi?
No.
With his poor sister Rada?
I don't remember.
we just helped him recently in Iverstead.
Yes.
They're our target.
Oh, nice.
We get to kill the man we just saved.
Wait, what the? Oh god. Jacob.
Yes?
With what you did with your name,
Yes.
I'm instantly thinking of the Patrick meme.
Yes. Jacob was taken, so I had to think of something. It's like, you know what? Patrick moment. This is Jacob. This is Patrick. Because Jacob, I couldn't be. It was too many Jacobs. So it's Patrick meme. This is Jacob.
Huh? It stopped by the water, but didn't go in.
Time to dispose of the poor beggar Narfi.
Seems almost like it's waiting for something.
Poor guy.
Yeah. He just recently lost his sister, too. And sadly, he drowned to death. Isn't that so sad?
Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single mora on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square.
What do you think, Jacob? Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Can't catch me.
Oh, there's another star here. Was the first star waiting for this one?
Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Well, that was a good death, right?
Yep.
Can't catch me.
I'll be back in the restroom.
Alright, back.
Can't catch me.
Crumble! Quake! Crumble! Quake! Rise! Quake!
I'm gonna be helping parents clean a little bit downstairs.
What's that?
I'm gonna help parents clean a little bit downstairs.
Okay.
You should
Take
be
your time.
cleaning
I'll
the
wait.
bathroom. You should be cleaning the floor soon.
I will.
Almost done with the Mona puzzle. Only thing I wish your Zhongli was at least Constellation 1. Because I'm so used to having the 2 pillars.
Oh, wait, how the...
Another house in Mondstadt?
What are we doing in my house?
Your house? This is your house?
My, how unexpected. I heard Lady Magistus lived a modest life, but this abode...
Look at the labels on these books on the ground. Only one of its kind? 990,000 mora? Hey, that's super expensive!
There are so many expensive-looking hardcovers over here. So this is what an astrologist's room looks like.
The rooms are exquisitely designed. This place must be very expensive.
Hey, I'm just occasionally out of mora, that's all. I never said I was a pauper.
You're not? Oh, so what about those times I treated you to meals and had you over to my place for dinner?
Mein Fräulein, mind your phrasing.
Thou wert blessed with the coveted opportunity to enter the palace of the Immanok Reich and meet with the Kaiser and Kaiserin der Verurteilung. Or hast thou conveniently forgotten this magnificent occasion?
Oh, yes! The stew and cold cuts your mother made were heavenly. I could go for some more of that right now.
Lady Magistus, this is not the time for such things.
Is that Mondstadt cuisine? I want to try some. I heard Mondstadt has lots of local delicacies, especially meat dishes.
Then I shall extend to you the honor of meeting the Kaiser and Kaiserin with me on a future occasion.
And hey, Blake.
Really? Hey, we should go too!
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I visited a friend's house. I shall gladly oblige. Oh, but shouldn't we bring...
Okay, Blake.
Those two are very kind and understanding. But please, don't worry about that. Just bring yourselves.
You seriously have to try the more cold cut
光見つけた空白の時間迷い込んだ宙づりの世界信じられる答え探し求めてよたださまよって夜の隙間逃げらないよそ見せたら暇もない受けた傷跡さえ勝手に静寂切り裂いてく誰も彼も出てはライブ守るだけじゃ can't survive I don't wanna lie to myself keep on the fight get right I never really cry from the day and night time to write no matter what anyone say I find my way yeah never go away never go away now
Astrologists are able to understand
And
the
my
most
stream's going
complex
good so far,
signs
Blake.
among the stars. And because of this, we are not allowed to show any arrogance. If one
In fact,
believes
I almost
that
have
astrology
Asva
grants
done
them
with
unlimited
the
power, they will face
golden apple
banishment by the
area.
stars. In the past, I was ignorant enough to think that I understood all fates in the universe. Maybe it was some form of punishment. You should not get confused. If you should become confused one day, not even astrology will be able to help you then. That's what the old hag said. We astrologists can't predict our own fate. But today, those words seem to carry a different meaning. I understand now that people won't always follow a beacon's guiding light. Even though the way forward may be dark and dangerous, they will still resolutely forge ahead. Fate is called such precisely because it cannot be altered or reversed. I understand the governing laws of the universe, and have glimpsed secrets between heaven and earth. Observing it is enough for me. There's no need to... There are no perfect legends, and no heroes that can save everyone. Instead of dwelling on my helplessness, he sees my own destiny.
Oh boy, here we go again.
What a magnificent view!
Lady Magistus, I believe this is the firmest evidence yet of your immense genius. You truly are the greatest archmage in the history of the Immonokreich.
Thank you. Although the Immonokreich really doesn't have that much of a history.
Stars like diamonds and the moon like a pearl. This is the most brilliant night sky I've ever beheld.
It's beautiful. To call up such a mirage, Mona must have a vast and boundless sea of stars in her heart.
I'm just thinking. These must be the things that we aspire to. This night sky is incredibly beautiful. In fact, I might go so far as to say it's even more beautiful than what I usually see in divinations. All the stars are in their rightful place. This is definitely my mirage. Only here can I see extraordinary sights like these.
Extraordinary? Why do you say that?
You know, the night sky of Tevat is truly marvelous. All the answers in the world seem to have been hidden within. When is my missing son going to be found? Do they love me or not? Will I ever recover? As your stars move across the sky, they record all your life events in their path. And among all the people in the world, a considerable number will see their stars deviate from their path. When your stars are on track, it means you will be healthy, happy, and at peace. Conversely, if your stars go off track, everything will get worse. The starry sky in my divinations would never look as perfect as this. Some stars would lose their way, and others would fall. I wish everyone could be happy and stay
Should
on
be
track.
about 4 episodes, Blake.
To this end, I offer advice. And tell the truth. I know it's useless. All fates are already revealed in the night sky, with mine too, just another among them. I can't change anything. Even so, outside of astrology, outside of the words of truth, I still cling to the wisp of an irrational fantasy. We must all live within the confines of reality, but... call me presumptuous. But I still believe in miracles. In this vast sea of stars, there are stars for you, for me, for everybody. What are the chances of one star encountering another? Are these encounters not the most wonderful miracles in all of destiny? I don't know. But within Tevat, the stars in the sky will always have a place for us. Even if astrology is resolutely rational, fate remains arbitrary, cruel, but romantic. I think I have figured out what those stars are hiding. Now I will seize my own destiny.
Yeah, please. Ah, there you are.
There was a transparent bird made of crystal. It was beautiful and fragile and could sing the most beautiful songs. But since mortals couldn't see it, they believed it to be a trick. How could a transparent bird possibly exist, let alone sing? When the bird heard that, it flapped its wings and flew across mountains and seas all the way to the night sky, where it turned into a star. Its brilliance was so dazzling that it illuminated everyone. It allowed all those that could see it to follow its light through the dark night, to sail through the seas under the guidance of the stars. It was born in wisdom, but trapped in ignorance. It has never voiced a complaint, for this is its destiny. Guiding people to see their destinies is the very meaning of its existence.
We're back here again! So, are we completely out of the mirage?
How strange. My mirage didn't contain any hints on the Fatui or the machine. Does that mean they had nothing to do with these mirages after all? Or perhaps these mirages are a mere consequence and not part of a process at all?
Paimon's lost!
I mean, these mirages were not steps toward solving the mystery, but rather a direct effect of whatever's going on. Someone did something to bring the mirages into being. As they were just passive side products, it was natural that they couldn't provide us with any useful information.
In other words, those mirages were only about ourselves.
Pure materializations of ourselves. Interesting.
Everyone, maybe we should go back to where this whole thing began. During our first day on the island, the Traveler and I checked out the Fatui camp together. We found a strange machine there, as well as some disoriented Fatui. The researcher who spoke to us claimed that the machine was just a Fatui industrial invention. He even promised to not disturb us.
Right! And the Cappy Cap guy looked half asleep the entire time. He kept talking nonsense.
I wonder, is it possible that madness and mirages are two different outcomes of the machine's influence? If so, everything can be traced back to that damaged machine, except for the difference in how it affects people. This, I believe, is caused by differences between the affected people themselves.
Okay, thank you, Blake.
Oh. When you put it that way, it is indeed difficult to distinguish dreams and hallucinations. So what you're saying is, the device affected us differently because we are different from the Fatui.
Yes, and according to our observations over these past few days, I think the difference is that we all have stronger willpower.
Yeah, I can get behind that. People with strong willpower will hallucinate instead of falling into madness. But those who break too easily can't maintain a stable mirage.
In other words, we should go back to the Fatui camp and destroy that machine right away!
No, it should be repaired rather than destroyed.
What mein Fräulein means is that rashly destroying a machine we do not understand may lead to more serious consequences. It would be better to find a way to repair it first.
Right. It pays to be cautious.
If my guess is correct, that machine is capable of influencing the human brain. So we'd better tread carefully.
So let's go now! There's no time to waste!
There we go.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
There we go. Let's... Excuse me. Oh boy. Okay, Blake, if that's the director that's taking care of the 3rd season of Rise of the Shield Hero, shit's gonna get dark real fucking quick. Like, really dark. And thank you, Blake. And thank you. Because that's the same director that did freaking the anime. What is it? Berserk.
Can't catch me.
And Berserk was a dark as all hell anime.
Can't catch me.
Solidify.
It's showtime. Can't catch me. Let's roll.
And yeah, Blake,
Can't catch
it's
me.
most likely gonna be that dark.
Can't catch me.
But they may not be able to go and push the envelope too much.
Oh, coming through.
Let the show begin.
Let's roll. It's showtime. Attaboy.
Let's dance.
Solidify.
Who wants some of this? Oni coming through. Hey, I wasn't ready. Can't catch me. Attaboy! Who wants some of this?
All I can say is Jacob will definitely be surprised in a different way.
Yeah.
Oni coming through! Can't catch me.
But I'm at least looking forward to the next anime that I'll be showing next weekend.
Attaboy! Who wants some of this? Gather! It's showtime! Attaboy! Let's roll! Oh, coming through! Attaboy!
I'll protect us. Hi.
Let's roll! Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Bam!
And one more run. I should be able... wait. Asva, is your official already ESC6?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get you a free wish.
Nice.
Yeah, because if I go and look here... Wait, where is your official? Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, your official's already C6. Okay. And okay, Blake, and yes, Maggie.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Attaboy! Is that all you got? Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Can't catch me. It's showtime! Let's roll! Attaboy! Who wants some of this? Can't catch me. Oh, coming through.
Okay, this is new.
It's showtime!
Solidify! Order guide you!
Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Attaboy!
There we go. And now the event shop is cleaned out. There we go. Ah. Really? I went through the frickin' gate. go.
What's wrong, Cloud? You sound depressed.
Not really depressed. Just focused. There we go. Trying to get you all the Primo Gems I can. Oh wait, I think I did this one, didn't I? Just I didn't get it all three. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, I just didn't do all three on that one.
Missouri.
You know she'll be back in a couple of moments.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have a lot of Mora by the time I'm done with this. And next week I plan on doing the same thing with your other account. I just figured I'd go and get this one dealt with first because it'll be easiest.
How many wishes do you have so far for the American server?
I got you up to about close to 40.
Damn. I'm probably gonna hold those off for Ito banner, but mostly for his weapon.
Or if Goro shows up, as we discussed.
True, yes.
Now, which way am I flying? Ah, there you are.
BRB.
Okie doke.
Don't underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys
Yo,
around.
Jacob.
Yes, you can.
Hello.
Got
You can.
interesting and controversial
Sweat
news
and
for
tears,
you.
that's what. That's how it gets. Bam!
Is it going to make me upset?
Possibly.
Is it related to a gremlin?
No.
Okay.
It has to do with Rising of the Shield Hero.
Oh, I don't... Okay.
They changed directors again?
Well, the thing is, Cloud, ever since the whole, like, oh, we had these new characters from another world, that's from another world, to kill you, to save our world, I have lost hope from that show since then. So I'm not going to be disappointed. There's no point to lose.
Well, here's the reason why it's going to be controversial for you.
Why? Is it for the best first director or something?
No, the director is the director who created Overlord. Not Overlord, Berserk. AKA the one who gave birth to Dark Souls.
I know. The thing is, I don't care about the show that much. I pretty much see it as like, oh, look here. You see this? This is how you not right. It's I find it like as a humor, comedy by this point.
Everyone's gone crazy.
So
Everyone
that's fine
should
with me.
get out of here. Well,
I was expecting
you'll
like
never
something
wake up.
happen with Mike.
But I was
Ah,
right,
no.
my precious.
Yeah. So I was hyping
You
that. I was like,
are
oh god, I expect the worst. Oh, welcome back.
Thank you. Asva still AFK?
Yes,
Precious?
probably cleaning the restroom.
What's his
And
precious?
kitchen.
A miracle machine. Definitely not impossible.
I think he's referring to that machine. What a drunkard.
Oh, goodness. The smell of alcohol. Main Fräulein, please allow me to fan the fumes away with my wings.
Excellent. Please, fan them away from me, too.
Certainly.
I've checked the surroundings, but there's no one else here. Isn't that strange? The Fatui is a big organization, but he's the only one left at this camp. What's more, we didn't even see him the last time we were here. Even the larger gentleman from the first time is missing. I think they must be hiding somewhere. As for why they may be hiding, I'm afraid we'll have to ask him.
But he's as drunk as tone-deaf Bard. Should we wait for him to sober up?
Cleanse him with the holy spring of punishment.
Main Fräulein means to splash him with water.
Ooh, sounds like a good idea. Let's try. Hey, he opened his eyes.
Huh?
Hey, are you one of the Fatui? Can you tell us what happened here and what that machine is for?
Fatui? Ha! Fatui. Those blockheads from the administration will regret it now. That's what you get for rejecting my research and forcing me to conduct my research on this deserted island. My precious. My precious.
Why is he crying? Looks like he has a lot of pent-up emotions.
You mocked me and my precious invention. You don't know anything about the future. Only my invention can help us conquer the world. Idiots. Such idiots. Ow! Don't hit me. I won't blow up the lab again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
This man's gone insane. There's no way we can communicate with him.
He wasn't like this when we first met him. It looks like the effects have grown worse, to the point of driving him mad.
My manuscript. My manuscript. Only that can save.
Manuscript? Where is it?
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
Fischl, don't yell at him.
Then I'll... Let me try.
A kind sir, look at me. Now, tell me, where did you hide your manuscript?
No! No, don't force me to write a report! Go away!
He's completely lost in his own imagination.
Allow me. Please excuse me.
Oh! My butt!
Well, damn.
My brain is finally starting to work again. It's not a mushy mess anymore.
Can you tell me where you put the manuscript?
The manuscript. The manuscript is in the crack over there.
Finally! Otherwise, I was gonna have to blast some of my loudest rock and roll in his ears.
Kazuha hesitated for a long time before making a move. He's so nice.
Everyone, let's search the stone cracks nearby for the manuscript.
Can't catch me.
There we go.
Found it!
Congratulations! We found the key to solving the problem.
Let me see. Just as I thought. This machinery, named cognitive mimicry, is capable of altering the state of people's brains. It was invented by the researcher we met earlier. His name is Persakov. According to the manuscript, the Fatui officials did not support Persakov's research. They believed he had taken the wrong path. But Persakov insisted on putting his machine to use. In order to achieve that, he disassembled the machine and used his connections to transport the parts to this deserted island.
How did they find this island? The Fatui's intelligence network is not to be underestimated.
Persakov was dead set on carrying out his experiments on this island. Most of his subjects were junior Fatui soldiers who all signed a waiver beforehand. It looks like they really thought this machine would benefit the Fatui.
How does the machine work?
That's most likely top secret. The manuscript didn't reveal any details, but Persakov did mention that the machine was modeled after the power of a god. Does that mean there's a god connected to these dreamlike mirages and the Fatui found a way to research it?
Clearly. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to reproduce the god's power.
Anyway, Persakov's experiment did not go as planned. The machine broke down just days after it was activated. They tried to fix it, but the technologically illiterate Fatui soldiers completely ruined the machine. Even its most important component of all, the crystalline cores, got ejected and disappeared.
A testament to the importance of maintenance in all aspects of life. I believe we can all learn something from this.
Persakov may be a mad scientist, but he didn't want to see his subordinates suffer. Besides, if he didn't solve the problem, he would end up going insane as well. As a last resort, Persakov went out on his own to look for the cores. But he was just a sickly researcher, unfit for the task. He had to give up. Then, Persakov went searching for the soldiers who had gone mad and strayed from the group, and took them to a hidden cave.
I think that was where they were at the day we arrived on this island. Persakov was taking a strong Fatui soldier somewhere.
Yes, it took Persakov all of his strength to get all the missing soldiers into the cave. He tried to snap them out of it with music and poetry, but nothing worked.
Aww.
We came here once, but there was no one around. Come to think of it, that must have been the day Persakov was busy gathering the soldiers into the cave.
There's good news and bad news written on the last few pages. The good news is, Persikov managed to figure out the location of the crystalline cores by piecing together the snippets of information he could get from the delirious soldiers. The bad news is Persikov failed to revive them and eventually succumbed to the device's influence himself. The last few pages of the manuscript are just unintelligible drunken scribbles.
It appears that the responsibility for this issue now falls to my retainers and I.
There's a map in the manuscript. The markings should indicate the locations of the crystalline core.
Ay, ay, ay.
We've got no choice but to find the crystalline cores now!
So the top one should be. Mm. Oh, not what I was trying to do. There. Left.
Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. That's right.
Okay, maybe this is a different one then.
This should be one of the crystalline cores mentioned in the manuscript.
Can't catch me.
Off to the sailing, briny seas I go.
Can't catch me.
On the one all the way to the far side. Okay, close to the ship. I'm furthest away from the ship, so...
Arataki numero... Naruto here in the flesh. Ha ha!
Okay.
Can't catch me. Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. That's right.
Right. Okay, so right.
And here's the second one.
Abigail, you still there?
Yes.
Jacob, sorry.
You're good.
I still kind of find it funny. You literally just remind me of the Patrick joke again, and also reminded me of people are literally making videos of my main character freaking beating the crap out of Patrick.
Oh.
Can't catch me.
Okay, so double check the closer, so
Don't underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Want to know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that.
So it's just one turn that way. Gotcha.
Arataki num...
God damn it, wrong.
Uno Ito here in the flesh. Ha ha!
We found all the crystalline cores! Let's put them back into the...
Can't catch me.
We've inserted all of the crystalline cores, Mona. Is that all we needed to do?
I think so. That's what the manuscript says, anyway.
Let's give it some time. Hopefully it'll return to normal.
Someone's in our camp. Hey, who are you people? Hold on. Look at the machine. Is it fixed? What? But Mr. Persikov is still lying on the ground over there.
We're the ones who fixed the machine! Yeah, you're welcome!
We could have had a nice, relaxing vacation if all of this hadn't ended up occupying so much of our time.
Apologize to me and my retainers at once.
Uh-huh? Oh no, I'm out of here. Hey, hey! Don't leave me here on my own! Mr. Persikov's still there. We need to save him.
Those two definitely seem a little more lucid now.
It looks like we succeeded.
Yay! Let's get out of here then! Paimon wants to spend the rest of this vacation back at our own camp. Yeah, but it feels like our camp now. Kinda like our temporary home.
Then perhaps we should call it the Embassy of the Imanakreich and Dodoland.
Huh? No! That's too many words! Paimon would prefer something easy to remember.
And
welcome back.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go home now.
What in the Sam hell have you two done to me?
What? You know you idle too long and it moved you automatically.
Yeah, if you're idle for more than 30 minutes, it automatically puts you in the AFK room.
Can't a man take the time to wash his floors and make himself a hamburger with cheese and pickles? Without these weird wee-woos and cats all over to move me from my space.
I think he's purposely trying to make you cringe at this point, Abigail.
I was too busy typing.
Oh, how to make even more southern.
To a nice big meal, then having a long lie down.
Go in 50% boom power
Starting to feel
and 50% flooring
Is
words.
the hospitality of the Imanakreich to thy liking?
For another day.
Wonderful.
Let me just stream Skyrim again as I drink my
not
Pepsi.
only to witness the arrival of our Holy Land, but most importantly, she wished that you could all relax and enjoy the summer.
Watch my video.
Well, I've come to the right place. I love it here.
May this place become an eternal paradise.
Main Fräulein says she hopes
There
to
you are.
go on more adventures with you here in the
This
future.
is my hot cat wife.
Of course. And you should
Yep.
come find me in Liyue when you get the time. I'll show you around. Oh, also, my friend runs the best restaurant in Liyue. I'm sure you'll love it. If you're into opera, you should go see Yunjin.
Look, some Abigail would
She's
eat.
the nicest person, and she likes making
That's a
friends with
golden
new and
fish?
interesting people.
No,
I'm
it's a
sure the
it's a
two of you
cooked
will have
catfish.
plenty to talk about with
Ah,
your shared
never had
passion for
catfish.
theatrics.
Oh,
I heard it tastes good
if
though.
Lady Xinyan speaks
That's
so highly of it,
surprising.
then I must entertain the idea.
Traveler, I have a suggestion.
I mean,
There's a
especially since,
snack called
no
roasted
offense,
lavender
but
melon
catfish
in
is a
Eden,
very
which
southern
goes rather
thing.
well with fish. Why
Yes,
don't we
I heard
roast some
plenty of
fruit and
rednecks
seafood
that
for
say
dinner
it's good.
tonight?
But I haven't had it.
Oh, did you try it in Inazuma? That's great. You know, I want to follow your example and travel around the world. Hopefully, I can also make good friends along the way. That means a lot coming from you.
Ah, you're all here.
Now we just gotta go to Abigail's favorite area, Dawnstar.
I've noticed an issue. Although we've
Because
fixed the
Jacob's the
machine,
dawn in
as
my
you can
star.
see, the mirages on the islands have
What?
still not disappeared.
Yes.
I've noticed that too. But considering
that's
it took
sweet.
some time for the mirages to appear, it may also take some time for them to disappear.
Oh no, you like?
That's definitely possible.
Oh
In
goodness.
other news, my scrap
What?
glass
Was that
seems to
was
be
that my
working
end,
fine
my
now.
cloud, or was that
The
his?
divination results are
Wait, what?
also looking about right.
Did he? Is he
Oh,
going?
Abigail?
there are some
Yes.
parts in the results that I don't quite
That might be
understand.
my end.
It's as if there is some
Who's
sort
going
of
to robot?
power
Jacob.
surrounding
One
us.
second.
I
Let me
honestly
just-
can't hear anybody going robot, honestly.
Do you think
One
it's
second.
caused by the
Let
machine?
me see how I fix
Or
this up.
perhaps Persikov?
As cold as that.
Sorry, I'm also
There we
not
go.
sure.
That'll
Now
fix
no
up
one's
all.
talking.
All I know is that
We're
the
good
power
now.
is not
Okay.
hostile at the moment. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to harbor any ill will toward us.
Egg.
Well, although there's nothing left
No.
to disturb us and we can finally kick back and enjoy our vacation, we still ought to be cautious while we're on these islands. I will keep seeing what the stars say every day.
I promised Fischl that I'd be her guard. I can help.
Good. I'll be counting on you. Goodness knows why those girls
Jordan,
are
it's
so
okay, little
carefree about
buddy.
everything. I suppose it falls to me to be extra
Thunderstorms
vigilant.
about. Little guy's afraid of thunder. Understandably so.
Oh, coming.
I'm looking to steal.
So we're
Got
gonna
anything
call the
helping me to
tone-deaf
steal?
bird, right?
What was that, Asva?
I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry, I'm just crazy.
Who in this family
Hello there,
isn't?
strangers. You finally called.
Jacob.
I thought you were having so much fun that you'd completely
Here it
forgotten
is.
about me.
Mine.
Nope. Oh, tone-deaf bard. A whole bunch of really strange things happened.
Jacob says they're perfectly wholesome.
A strange machine that can imitate the power of a god? Wow. I didn't know the Fatui had plans like that. Their imaginations
Jacob?
are truly running
Yes.
You're perfectly wholesome, right?
So, judging from your
No.
tone, it sounds
Yes,
like
you are.
don't know any more about this than we do.
Alas, I
Even
am but a
she
humble
knows
bard who
that.
sings for his Mora in the tavern. Why would I know anything about it?
Ugh, so annoying.
But other than that, did you two have fun?
We did! We ate a lot of yummy food and saw loads of amazing things! It was really cool!
That's good. The point of traveling is to record any feelings stirred along the way. As long as you had an unforgettable experience, this journey has served its purpose. As for the mysterious voice, although we don't know who it was, not only did she not harm you, she also helped you to gain a better understanding of each other, right? If you look at it that way, maybe she meant you well. I mean, if she was able to intercept Alice's communication tool, I'm sure she's also plenty capable of attacking you.
Tone-deaf bard is
Hey, Jake, you wanna know a little lore story?
Yeah.
Bellafine over here and her husband are pretty much
Glad to bring you some peace of mind.
are rival
Just enjoy your
miners,
vacation to the
mining
fullest.
people.
And don't forget to tell
Meaning
me
they own
all
both
about
mines
the
and Dawnstar,
marvelous
but they
mirages
hate
when
each
you
other
get back.
even though they were married.
I want to record all these beautiful
If you
memories
kill
and turn them
the
into
ex-husband,
ballads.
she'll
Every
feel
summer
sad
will
that he's
become an
gone. If you kill
unforgettable
her,
song.
the
And
husband
I'll
won't
just
feel
wait
the
for your
ex-husband won't feel
return.
anything and just
Happy
be happy about it.
vacationing.
Oh, lovely.
If Tone does
How about we
Bob
kill them
thinks
both?
it's
What happens
okay,
then?
then maybe there's nothing to worry about.
I'm not
After all,
sure, but
Tone
I
does
do know
Bob
one thing.
is still a
I
guy.
can challenge her to a fight, so it's a public kill. It's considered self-defense.
Oh.
Hold on. Did officials say earlier that she's going to catch some crabs? Oh, Paimon wants to go too! Now you have solved the mystery. Doesn't it make you feel
So in this
happy?
town, this village, you can just go up to ask for a random public fight and kill everyone?
Only certain Dark Brotherhood targets you could do that with.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
If
I'm
you deal with
just
stealth,
a little bird that sometimes flies by these islands, and am now watching you
otherwise
from
they can easily
far,
just
far
like.
away. I just so happen to sense a power here that
Oh,
has
did you
something
notice
to do
that?
with me.
Or is that me?
I was curious, so I landed
I
on
think
the
that's
beach
you,
to
because
quietly
both of
watch
you
everything
two
that
are
took
coming in
place on
clear.
these islands.
Okay.
It was fascinating.
Let me see what's
The
around
ones
the
who came here
background.
to work were so
Yeah, I think it's
busy, and
Jacob.
yet I still saw genuine smiles on their faces from time to time.
They don't want to talk to me. Not right, NPC.
And then
Oh
all
my
of
god.
you arrived later on, bringing
Abby.
your glorious dreamscapes and wonderful willpower.
I'll be back. I'm going to start my
Your
laptop.
dreams are like the pure and
Okay,
delicate
laptop.
bubbles floating on the water. The more beautiful the illusion, the more it fascinates me. I'm not able to travel myself, but I do admire free spirits like yourself. So, I helped them design a little something for you all. I hope you liked it. As I said, I don't have an agenda. I'm just a little bird. I stopped here to admire your lives, joys, sorrows, and all. You are a special person with a unique and brilliant glow. I decided to communicate with you in this way because I'm really curious about you. There's no need to wonder about my name. Maybe one day in the future, we will meet in another place. When that time comes, I think you'll be able to recognize me.